Experts have stated firmly that a $10,000 valuation per Xrp is quite possible, suggesting that a resolution is near in the coming days and weeks. New information suggests the SEC hasn't met the requirements to even entertain an appeal concerning the significant loss to SD Ripple, as highlighted in a recent article. Echoing this sentiment, Ripple's CEO hinted at the possibility of a settlement in a July interview. He emphasized Ripple's willingness to negotiate with the SEC so long as the focus of the discussions remains on the NAD status of Xrp proposal, which has been well received not just by Indy in the midst of its protracted conflict with the SEC. Ripple is actively pursuing a new development. One cannot emphasize the importance of a resolution in this situation, but one must not lose sight of the main issue at hand, the rising price of Xrp. The upcoming settlement, while important to everyone, is only a small part of a much bigger picture. In a recent article, the chief legal officer of Ripple's emphasized this complexity by outlining the company's staunch resistance to the SEC's move for an intricate procedural appeal, as detailed in footnote 5 of the documents. This section criticizes the SEC for their perceived lack of transparency and suggests that necessary information was withheld intentionally. We are keeping a close eye on the issue, and the latest disclosure of a secret meeting organized by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission for September 7 seems to support this position. Although everyone is already aware of the meeting's time and place, it's important to reiterate that it will take place on September 7, 2023, at 2 p.m. Let's watch this space for further updates. As always, it's great to have you back at Coin Lady channel, the definitive source on all things Xrp. Newcomers should subscribe and sound the bell to receive instant notifications of any new Xrp-related content posted on this channel. If you like what I'm putting out there, please give me a thumbs up and tell me what you think in the comments below, which will appear in your inbox about midnight Eastern Standard Time. Here is a rundown of what will happen and when. Doesn't this suggest that there's hope for a settlement between Ripple and the SEC? It covers injunctive actions, administrative processes, claims and litigations, and other important aspects of examination enforcement procedures. There's more to this story than meets the eye, though. Believe me when I say that this is only the tip of the iceberg in terms of the impact of the settlement processes on the value of Xrp. I personally have a penchant for Ripple since all indicators point to a future where Xrp's market value skyrockets, driven in large part by the favorable attitude towards it. At the end of the day, though, I still intend to increase my Xrp holdings in anticipation of a price increase, opening the door to substantial gains. This is what we'll be talking about today. What do you think would cause Xrp's price to rise? In this video, we'll discuss this issue in greater detail. You want proof, but where is it? I'll show you the numbers that point to Xrp's imminent meteoric rise, which may see its value reach tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, of dollars. Honestly, this optimistic outlook is supported by the evidence. We're not just making up stuff out of thin air. Hundreds of thousands, millions, and even tens of thousands are feasible ranges for the numbers we're discussing. Let me introduce you to a notable lawyer who is entering this case with the support of 75,000 Xrp enthusiasts. This isn't just any legal representation. While I've been focusing on the settlement details, a respected figure in the legal sphere has also spoken out. He has been very involved in the ongoing case against Coinbase, and his participation in the Ripple STL lawsuit has put light on the fact that a settlement between Ripple and the SEC appears inevitable. He explains that an appeal may not be the best course of action because a settlement seems like the most reasonable resolution that would usually occur, and an appeal may diminish the chances of a successful conclusion. Use his exact words. Specifically, he cites a judgment by Judge Farah Linas that says token sales that occur in a blind bid transaction scenario are not covered by the current legislation. In a noteworthy echo of this sentiment, the active Xrp community has voiced on social media that resolving the Ripple STL litigation is not only imminent, but absolutely crucial if memory serves. Previously, Ripple had claimed that a quick settlement was possible once the SEC agreed that XRP is not a security. Recent events have shown that the court agrees with the company's position that XRP is not a security, which is reflected in the company's most recent court filing. Join us as we guide you through this developing story, illuminating key points with statistics and insightful analysis from our resident experts. It looks like we're about to experience a turning point in XRP's development. So, what exactly is stopping the parties from settling their differences? As things stand, there really don't appear to be any major obstacles. Ripple may require that the SEC not classify XRP as a securities, either generally or with respect to institutional investors, as part of any settlement agreement. In light of the momentous occasion planned for September 29, 2023, which we feel will significantly influence XRP's future, this anticipation is unwarranted. Later in the video, we'll talk more about how this event may affect the value of XRP, as it's expected to have a major effect on the dynamics of the currency's price. We do expect XRP's value to rise, but we'll get into the specifics in a little. Let's move on to another important factor that could drastically change XRP's price. Repercussions of David Schwartz's audacious prediction. Chief Technology Officer Schwartz believes XRP has the potential to replace the US dollar as the world's reserve currency in the future, indicating a transition where XRP will really replace the USD on the world arena. The words of Ripple's CTO raise the question of whether or not this may possibly materialize. The signs point to a resounding yes, luring experts to readjust their tactics accordingly. An XRP worth of $10,000 or perhaps higher is presently being discussed by analysts, and it should be noted that this development only occurred 9 minutes ago. A price of $1.10 per XRP is far too low to solve the world's enormous wealth imbalance. It's also important to note that this is not a lone opinion in the financial sector. Many experts who are more reasonable and practical than I have said the same thing. Who else is advocating for this potentially soaring valuation, and more importantly, is a price tag of $10,000 per XRP ever possible? As it turns out, Ripple's co-founder Arthur Brito shares this ambition, and he thinks XRP can scale to fulfill the demands of the world's 7.5 billion people at a price of $10,000. Just consider the words of Ripple Labs co-founder Arthur Brito, who wholeheartedly agrees with this assessment. This feeling is shared by many successful people in the financial industry and is echoing throughout the halls of finance. The idea of XRP trading below this figure looks more and more untenable as we take into account the bigger picture, given that these industry leaders are openly claiming that a $10,000 valuation per XRP isn't just optimistic, but indeed a grounded and realistic expectation. Should we anticipate it staying below the $10,000 mark? Not at all. If it happens, it will likely be temporary, as financial institutions, governments, and nations throughout the world have already been informed about the impending use of XRP. A story we've been documenting in a series of films supported by hard evidence as XRP continues to gain traction worldwide, making a $10,000 price not only plausible but sensible. Picture this: you're sitting at your desk, checking your digital wallet, which shows your XRP holdings valued at, say, 50 cents each. All the elements propelling it towards this mark are aligned, including the logical framework, the underlying values, and the supportive data. But the closer you look, the more you discover that the asking price isn't reflective of its true worth. You probably value each XRP at many dollars, if not $10,000, in your head, rather than the more conventional 50 cents. The appeal of XRP to me lies in the fact that it appears to have worth and potential that the general public is unable to see. That is the aspect that has me most interested. In case you forgot, I'm not a certified financial planner. These videos are intended solely for amusement purposes. Before making any major financial decisions, I always tell viewers to do their own research and talk to experts. We appreciate your listening. Please subscribe to the channel and give the video a thumbs up if you appreciated it. Be sure to enable alerts so you'll know the moment I publish something new. See you later, bye.